in redesigning what the federal government did.
This paper's transforming into some serious cash. It's the stage where stakes and security skyrocket. Wayne Victor Dennis made nearly $12 million of fake bills by cranking them out on a standard printing press. But the real deal? It all happens here in Washington, D.C. at the Bureau of Engraving and Printing's huge money factory. Every step along the way is designed to stop counterfeiters in their tracks.
They occupy acres and acres of space, hundreds of thousands of square feet.
It's a major operation. Inside, thousands of employees are involved in the money-making process, 24 hours a day, 5 days a week. And security? It's round the clock and never blinks, because working with money can be very tempting.
You've worked here at the Bureau for more than 2 or 3 weeks and it still looks like money to you. It's probably not a good job for you.
In God we trust might be the motto on money, but at the Bureau, trust is something they take very seriously. From the minute anyone walks through the door, they are searched, scrutinized, and watched by vigilant state-of-the-art security systems. Each morning, as employees arrive for work at the imposing Bureau of Engraving and Printing factory, they must pass through special magnetometers that screen for any hidden weapons. Security is so severe that cameras of any kind are immediately confiscated at the door to prevent would-be counterfeiters from stealing secrets or anything else. Once inside, a complex identification and scanning system tracks employees' movements everywhere they go. Motion detectors and alarms are placed strategically in key locations to prevent unauthorized access.
The building is broken up into very specific security zones so that only those who are authorized to be in a specific zone have access to that.
For extra security, many employees work behind steel cages where they are monitored by cameras.
We have one of the largest closed-circuit TV systems in the world.
With employees under non-stop surveillance, the Bureau now focuses on their biggest task, thwarting counterfeiters. The high-tech paper is just the beginning. There are 6 steps in engraving and printing, and each one makes the bills harder to copy. It begins with a simple piece of steel that is transformed into a remarkable engraving. It's an old-world craft that takes talent, patience, and experience. All of the Bureau's engravers go through a 10-year apprenticeship, and their final product can take hundreds of hours to complete. For counterfeiters who want to get rich quick, there are no shortcuts.
Oh, it takes a very special person to be an engraver, I think. It would drive most people mad, sitting here hovering 3 inches above a piece of steel, just making one tiny little dot at a time.
And what are the images? There are presidential portraits, but there also have been some unusual and perhaps unexpected images. Let's take a look at the $1 bill and break down the design. There's the famous pyramid with the eye. It's a Masonic symbol. Many founding fathers were Masons. The pyramid's unfinished, which represents the nation in its early stages. And the eye? For the Masons, this refers to the all-seeing eye of God. And what about the dollar sign itself? This symbol has been linked to everything from the serpent cross to the astrological symbol for the planet Mercury. And the eagle? It's said to represent Congress. In the right talon, it grasps 13 arrows, and in the left, an olive branch with 13 leaves and 13 berries. This represents the power of Congress to lead us into war or peace. One of the more recent design additions is causing enough controversy to make it to the courtroom. Back in 1955, Congress passed a law requiring the inscription, "In God We Trust," to be added to the US dollar. 50 years later, in November 2005, Michael Newdow, a Sacramento doctor, lawyer, and